Good morning. An important proposition of law which must be known to every advocate practicing in, particularly especially in civil side and sometimes in criminal side also. See, the Evidence Act is applicable strictly during civil process, civil court, because the Evidence Act contains the word court. But before tribunal, the Rent Control Tribunal, MACT Tribunal, Family Court Tribunal, you can ignore certain mandatory provision of Evidence Act because a tribunal is not a court. That was the permanent verdict of the Supreme Court time and again. But during civil proceedings, you must strictly follow. The major grievance always faced by the plaintiff or defendant during civil proceeding was you may not have original to mark and you may have duplicate of the or photocopy of the said document. Then how it should be marked is the question, substantial question of law mixed with the facts. So question of law and fact. So this judgment may help you, in which Supreme Court judgment were also referred. AR 2020, Jharkhand 128. Tajmal Ansari and others was Basant Narayan Singh and others, wherein the plaintiff after filing suit for partition, suit for title deed, died, then the second defendant died, then they were substituted by their legal heirs. Then the defendant seems to have filed a petition to mark photocopy of Batwara Nama. Batwara means partition. Batwara means partition deed they want to mark, but that was not allowed to be marked, and the said defendant tried thrice to initially file a petition to bring record on Batwara Nama, that was rejected. Then thereafter they filed another petition, leave to bring on record, that was also rejected. Then again they filed an application for to prove photocopy of Batwara Nama, that was also rejected. Again that Article 227 writ was filed, that was decided. They have deeply discussed the judgment, section 63, 64 and 65 of the Indian Evidence Act about when you can file secondary evidence. They say copies made from the originals by mechanical process which in themselves ensure accuracy of the copies compared with such copies. Copies made from or compared with the original. Counterparts of document as against party who did not execute them. Oral accounts of the contents of document given by some person who has himself seen it. So during those process it could be filed. Then 64 says document must be proved by primary evidence except in cases hereinafter mentioned. Therefore 65 comes into picture. 65 says when the original is shown or appears to be in possession or power of the person against whom document is sought to be proved, or of any person out of reach or not subject to process of the court, probably not available person, or a person legally bound to produce after issuing notice under section 66. So you must also go through section 66. Several public document which is not easily movable, then you can file prove the case by secondary. They have referred Rakesh Mohindra vs Anita Berry, AR 2015 AR SCW 6271, and also their own Jharkhand judgment. The lower court has said first thing was that they did not say whether what happened to original, under whose possession original, what happened to original to be fit to invoke section 65, because he want to mark a photocopy of the original. On contrary, the one of plaintiff has stated that the proposed Batwaranama, namely the partition deed, was forged one. Therefore, without stating the reasons why he is marking the document, the lower court was right in rejecting the application. So, what should be understood, that lack of knowledge, updating legal precedent, and also poor drafting by the councils. They could not mark this document. Therefore, normally you see several literate clients approaches outstanding civil lawyers. So if you want to be an outstanding civil lawyer, you must equip with day-to-day judicial precedents. And while drafting, you should be very careful. The lethargic attitude of drafting may result failure of your duty towards your client who reposed confidence on you. Therefore, kindly go through this judgment and be careful that to mark number one, you have to get exemption from 65. Then you have to the definition of secondary evidence 63. Then 65, under what circumstances the secondary evidence, namely the photocopy, be marked. Then 65A is pertaining to electronic documents, how it should be marked. Whether that is primary evidence or secondary evidence is entirely different. That area is yet to be decided. But however, 65A and information technology facilitate you to mark the electronic document and records as defined under Indian Evidence Act and Information Technology. So, the failure of the defendant to mark the document was only because could not be they say sought to produce must establish for the non-production of primary evidence. We should say what were the reasons for whether the original was lost, destroyed, or deliberately withheld by the party in respect of sought to be used. This could be that then they say secondary evidence must be authenticated by foundational evidence that the alleged copy is in fact true copy of the original. It should be emphasized that exception to the rule requiring primary evidence is designed to provide relief in case genuinely unable to produce the original through no fault of that party. That apart, you see, nowadays what happens? Proof affidavits are being filed, documents are being mechanically marked. At that time, because of heavy work or non-proper concentration, you allow those documents. Then subsequently, during cross-examination, you have to say that this document is improperly marked, it should be liable to be impounded or rejected as exhibit. So this way, civil process is most important to be concentrated with equipped judicial precedent like this judgment. I hope you understand. Happy Christmas to everybody. Best wishes.